Being a champion requires more than just strength and training. It's a mindset, one that believes you can be the very best. At North Carolina A&T, we applaud our Olympian medalists and members of the United States, Mexico, and Liberia national teams. Watching Trevor Stewart and Randall Ross Jr. make history in Tokyo were moments we'll never forget. We also applaud the 13,000 Aggies who were champions in so many other ways, from creating self-driving automobiles, to landing nationally competitive scholarships, to changing the face of STEM careers across America. It's often said at A&T that Aggies do. Well, don't think for a second that Aggie champions are ever done. North Carolina A&T, home of champions.
Glad to see you come in today. You know, there's such a high level of mistrust in our community. What made you decide to come in today to have the vaccine?
We don't want to miss an opportunity in our community to protect ourselves, especially since our community is disproportionately affected in a negative way right now.
David and I not only are concerned about ourselves and our own families, but we genuinely are concerned about our community. As David was suggesting, we realize the mistrust that is deep-seated in the African American community. We've got to look forward, and we've got to find ways to be much more trusting and engaging and recognize the importance of the vaccine. Well, I've heard a number of individuals in conversations say they don't not only trust the science, but they also don't trust the process, don't trust healthcare providers because of the long-standing history of lack of people of color in healthcare and the Tuskegee experiment and its impact in our communities as well. And I say to them, I understand that, I really do. I understand the anxieties and fear, but listen, I understand the science. I am a scientist. I've been engaged in incredible research and understand the key ethical responsibility of our researchers and I understand the processes for drug discovery and the very rigorous processes for evaluating and testing drugs in our nation as a whole to the FDA. And these drugs have been extensively tested. We've had scientists of color who've been involved in the process of developing these vaccines, trustworthy scientists. They put their integrity and their credibility on the line as well. And I trust the science.
You know, there are a lot of people who are in these upper age groups who are not that technically savvy. So, you know, to the younger group, I would say, if you have that auntie or that cousin or that mama or whoever that you know, she is not going to be on top of this. Go ahead and help her or him to get registered, signed up to get the vaccine, because that you may be the only person, the only contact who's going to make that happen for them. More than the population of the Greensboro area have already perished from this illness. So it just makes good sense to take advantage of it.
I am Clara Adams Ender, Brigadier General, United States Army, retired. I'm a volunteer with the Medical Reserve Corps of Virginia to give the vaccine. I chose to get the vaccine because I have taken many vaccines over my course of living that had to do with diseases and communicable diseases that were causing us problems at the time. And so I just considered that this was another one that we had to deal with. I made sure that I informed myself about the procedure and what went on in terms of getting the vaccine together, and I was satisfied I have had many conversations with family, friends, customers, individuals that I have had to deal with in businesses. There were individuals who had real concerns about what was going on. I made sure I informed myself so that I could talk to them about it with logic and to be able to answer their questions and to do that. That's basically what a nurse does. A nurse is involved in doing that quite often. And so I was just doing my duty as a nurse. There are several websites that are out there from the CDC and also from the Virginia Department of Health. And there are other websites that talk specifically about and answer questions that are most commonly asked about the vaccine and what they should inform themselves about before they go and take it. When we started this back in January, there were less than 1% of the nation that had been vaccinated by this time. Now we have gotten to the point where we have nearly 40% of the people that have been vaccinated. I would just like to see us get to about 40% more. It seems like we're doing about 10% a week these days, which is a lot more than it was when we first got started. So that it's looking much, much better than before. Until we have about 80%, we may indeed see a large change in what goes on in this nation. This is, and I'm proud to say this, my 60th year in nursing practice. I graduated from my School of Nursing at North Carolina A&T State University in 1961. So if you'll do the math, you know I've been around for a while doing this. And I will just tell you, I'm out here right now giving the vaccine and doing my work as a nurse because I heard that the nation needed to be vaccinated. And one day I said, well, I know how to do that. I've taught it as a nurse in my time in practice, and I certainly have given enough immunizations myself and other kinds of injections to people. So I said, I think I can do that. It would be very helpful in increasing readiness and making sure that if in case we had to at some point in time go to some place to be deployed, that we would indeed carry with us as much assurance as we could through having the vaccine, that all would be well for us being there and for the population that we might have to deal with. So I would encourage them to take the vaccine. It's another opportunity, as we've known from before, to serve our country. And we've done that before, so it's very easy to be able to get right back into that mood. Being the optimist that I am, I'm very happy to be able to be involved in making sure that we're able to get rid of this virus in our country. We need to do that because we need to get back to some kind of normalcy. Being able to stamp out the virus and to see to it that people get vaccinated during this time. Very happy to be a part of that. And want to finally tell you to remember that Army medicine is Army strong.
The A&T campus had been marked by unrest the entire school year. So many issues and controversies, both locally and nationally, had angered our student body. When student government elections at Dudley High School revealed yet another clear-cut case of racism and institutional discrimination, many A&T students were eager to get involved. As protests began in mid-May at Dudley, the situation quickly became tense. When 400 A&T students marched on Dudley to show their support, the situation escalated, with police firing tear gas and a carload of young white people firing shots on the A&T campus. With active shooting now taking place on campus involving the police, hundreds of National Guardsmen were sent to A&T.
Police will pass the tennis court toward the buses. So as we left out of the dormitory, They also order, not everyone, but about 2 or 3 of us to get on the ground and crawl toward the bus. All of a sudden we heard some shots fire, and then we heard bullets spinning in the air right above our head.
We beat Delaware State 5-3. We got on the bus, and Coach Boone's kids said, listen, there's complete chaos on the campus. The campus is being shut down. Came back to Greensboro, and we got to Bimbo and Market. And that's where the National Guard stopped us. They had tanks, troop carriers, and they had the National Guard there guarding the entrance to the campus. Finally, they let us on campus. We were escorted by a National Guard. There was 1 National Guard person to every 2 students. And the thing that I remember was the smell. I had never smelled anything like that smell. It was a mixture of diesel fuel, which was from the troop carriers in the tank, tear gas, which had been used to throw on the campus, and gunpowder.
As the dorm director, I was called by the administration and told to put the dorm on complete lockdown. I was not to let any of the girls out, and I was not to let anyone in. As we heard the screams and the cries of the male students, and they began banging on the door to ask to be let in, the girls opened the doors and let them in. That went on for the rest of the night. It was a terrifying situation to hear bullets being fired, to smell tear gas all night, and to hear folk trying to get into the dorm. My own husband, who was my boyfriend at that time, had come to visit me, and I watched him crawl across Holland Bowl to his car.
By May 25th, the uprising was declared over. University leaders scrambled to restore order, rescheduling the canceled commencement ceremony. But for many graduating students, there would be no commencement. Others found what should have been a day of celebration to be a faint shadow of what might have been.
I got home, and then we got the call saying that we could come back. He said, hell no, you're not going back there until things calm down.
After the governor sent the National Guard troops on the campus with tanks, and after they literally attacked Scott Hall and riddled it with bullets, the administration knew things were out of control. Chaos had descended upon the campus, and the only thing they knew to do was to tell us to all go home.
Despite the hardships that the members of the class of 1969 endured, the greater point is they did endure, refusing to allow the horrors of May 1969 to define them. Many went on to great accomplishments in their chosen professions, living lives of leadership and meaning. In the very best tradition of our university, they personified resilience and a determination to live their best lives. Because has always been the case at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, that's what Aggies do.
Everyone starts at the same place. It's what you do next that counts. As one of the nation's most highly respected land-grant doctoral higher research activity institutions, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University is proud to be a leader in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We are racing to preeminence in research, business, agriculture, and the arts. Our vision for the future is inspired by a proud tradition of thinkers and doers. North Carolina A&T is a place where the dynamic and visionary challenge the status quo. Your success matters here. You will push forward. You will achieve. You will finish, because that's what Aggies do. Established in 1891 under the Second Morrill Act, the Agricultural and Mechanical College for the Colored Race was a modest academic enterprise started in a Shaw College annex. Today, North Carolina A&T is America's largest historically black university, with nearly 13,000 students studying on a vibrant 188-acre campus in the heart of East Greensboro. The campus is a contrast in historic and modern environments. A 10-acre National Historic District comprises much of its west side border, while a suite of buildings designed by famed architect Phil Freelon forms the core of the campus interior. One of the most striking features of the modern side is Aggie Village, a set of 4 residence halls framing a picturesque reflecting pool and campus quad, opening to a roundabout and the iconic Dease Clock Tower. On the opposite side of the roundabout are 2 Freelon buildings, the Academic Classroom Building, a 3-story structure of auditoriums and large technology-intensive classrooms, and Proctor Hall, the award-winning home to our College of Education. At the opposite end of the quad rises the Student Center, a colorful home to student organizations and service offices, dining facilities, game rooms, meeting and study areas, and the university bookstore. This 150,000 square foot facility is truly the heart of the university. Students can be found there studying, dining, and socializing throughout the day and evening. Physical fitness and athletics enjoy prominence on the A&T campus as well. The Student Recreation Center provides access to cutting-edge fitness equipment, while Truist Stadium and the Corbett Sports Center are home to 6 of our D1 athletic teams and a long list of intramural sports. On the historic west side of campus, students, alumni, and tourists alike are frequent visitors to the February 1 Monument, a statue celebrating the 4 A&T students who launched a 1960 sit-in that energized the civil rights movement. It stands in front of the historic Dudley Memorial Building, which houses the university galleries, and next to Noble Hall, part of the School of Nursing, which also occupies the downtown Union Square campus. Union Square is one of several secondary locations for A&T. A shared health education facility with UNC Greensboro and Guilford Technical Community College, this state-of-the-art building provides an endless array of simulation facilities, as well as large classroom and auditorium spaces and meeting rooms. To the southeast of the main campus is the 500-acre University Farm. This working farm includes instructional spaces for agricultural and environmental sciences, as well as a new $15 million complex that contains a product innovation center, an amphitheater classroom, and a creamery that will put student and faculty-developed A&T dairy products before consumers. Adjacent to the farm is Gateway Research Park, a vibrant campus of federal agency offices, advanced manufacturing facilities, and the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering. The Union Square campus, A&T Farm, and Gateway Research Park are each within 3 miles of the main campus. In the near future, A&T looks forward to major expansion. The new $90 million Harold L. Martin Senior Engineering Research and Innovation Complex opens this fall. Following that, the Global Village Residential and Retail Complex will begin construction next to the A&T National Historic District. And rising across the street now from the Martin Engineering Complex is Bailey Village, a new project that will be...
Good morning, and welcome to the fall commencement of North Carolina A&T State University. This is a long-awaited special occasion. It is therefore important that each of our guests and students enjoy today's ceremony to the fullest. To ensure this, we ask you to respect the occasion and to honor all graduates by conducting yourselves accordingly. Due to the length of the processional, we ask you to remain seated until the platform party is ready to enter the arena. Thank you.
Would the audience please stand as the platform party enters the arena? Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to the Fall 2021 Commencement for North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. The proper wearing of masks is required at all times throughout today's exercise. Please remain standing for the playing of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Sing a song, full of the
Please be seated. On behalf of the university administration, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I'd like to extend a very special welcome to the hundreds of graduates before us this morning. Graduating students, I commend you for all of your accomplishments and completion of this portion of your academic journey. And I emphasize this portion. Over the course of your lifetime, futurists predict you will hold about 12 jobs on average. Some of them will require additional education and upskilling. Unlike your grandparents and my grandparents and parents, you may need further credentials, continuing education, and additional degrees. This may not be the last time we see one another on the commencement stage. Whether it is or not, it is certainly a day for celebration, a day to reflect on what you have achieved, and a day to take satisfaction in the simple joys of learning and accomplishment. As you do so, please be reminded that commencement is a formal ceremony marked by dignity and decorum and should be honored with absolute respect so that all families may hear the names of their loved ones called for recognition. Please also be considerate of your fellow graduates and their families and remain in place for the duration of the ceremony. Graduates, I encourage all of you to recognize the enormity of this day and what it represents. Over the past few years, a small portion of your life, you have earned a college degree or an advanced degree. If you are receiving your bachelor's degree, you're among about 35% of the U.S. population to have earned that credential. If you're receiving your master's degree, you join about 13% of the population aged 25 and up with what many that graduate degree. If it's your doctoral degree, you are now among 1.2% of our population with that credential. Congratulations to each of you. It is important to reflect on those numbers, not for conceit, but to understand and underscore the significance of your accomplishments. Completing this phase of your education has not been easy. If it were, those numbers would certainly be different than what I've just shared. Your presence here today reflects the value that your family and you have placed on your education and the investment you have made to complete this journey. Your preparation for your future is also critical to our nation's economic well-being, as the global economy continues to become increasingly more competitive. During these past few years, you and your family have endured much to get to this point, including the murder of George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, for whom justice has been recognized. Social justice protests across our nation that have brought and continue to bring attention to inequities in all areas of our society, where many of you have let your voices be heard. Participation in one of our nation's most contentious presidential elections, and of course, the COVID-19 pandemic, which continues to have significant impact on our lives. So, for all that you have endured during your educational journey at North Carolina A&T and all of your hard work, we share our immense pride in you. We thank you for allowing us to be part of that significant journey, and we congratulate each of you on a job well done. Congratulations. This morning's program will be followed as printed. We'll have greetings by Dr. Pearl Burrows-Floyd from the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, Mrs. Hilda Penix Ragland, Chairwoman of North Carolina A&T State University's Board of Trustees, and Ms. Aprila Warren, Senior Class President. Ms. Burrows-Floyd.
Good morning. Chairwoman Penix Ragland and the members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Martin and the members of the Chancellor's Cabinet, Provost McEwen and deans, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, families, and students. On behalf of Chairman Randall Ramsey and President Peter Hans, I bring you greetings from the University of North Carolina System and the Board of Governors. Class of 2021, today is a wonderful day. It is a day that you and your family will always remember, and you will also cherish this day and rejoice with not just family, but friends as well. As you continue to chase your dreams, today symbolizes the end of one chapter and the start of a brand new one. You'll join the ranks of illustrious alumni from your alma mater, North Carolina A&T, and the other 16 system schools in the UNC system. Our campuses graduates are consistently recognized among the best in the country, and you will reap the benefits of that reputation as you enter the workforce and start your careers. North Carolina invests heavily in its citizens and the future of the state by supporting the university system. This year, the legislature passed a budget that was unheard of. The Board of Governors rejoiced in that, and that we also believe that education in the state of North Carolina should be as free as practicable. Millions and millions of dollars will be distributed throughout the 16 campuses of the system. Today, you have achieved a valuable degree by combining that investment with your own hard work and sacrifice. We commend your efforts, congratulate you on your achievements, and look forward to your contributions to our state and our nation. Graduates, congratulations on your well-deserved honors, and much success to you in all your endeavors.
Good morning, fellow Aggies. On behalf of the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University Board of Trustees, I bring you greetings and congratulations to you, the class of 2021. You have entered into ranks of students who have dedicated themselves to the completion of higher education, ensuring your pathway to a sound, excellent, successful employment, jobs, and opportunities. You are well equipped to embrace life and to really make significant contributions to the world. While graduating is tremendous, it's a tremendous achievement, it should not be your final step. So I implore you to persevere, keep going, and in the words of President Obama, keep exploring, keep dreaming, keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world. After all, you are an Aggie, and that's what Aggies do. Today, you join the ranks of alumni men and women who have embodied the spirit of North Carolina A&T and has exemplified themselves with Aggie pride in everything. As you leave this great institution, turn your hard work and your dreams into reality. Never lose the will to learn. You reached one goal, but remember, this is just an intermediate step along the process. Continue to climb the ladder of success in everything you do. Congratulations to you, class of 2021. And at this time, I'd like us to say a special congratulations to one of the trustees' own, Miss Anita Wright, who is earning her master's degree while working and as a mom. Thank you.
Good morning, Chancellor Martin, Board of Trustees, Cabinet members, faculty, staff, family, friends, and most importantly, those graduating today, the class of 2021. My name is Aprila Warren, a senior journalism and mass communications and political science student from Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Currently, I have the honor of serving as the senior class president for the 2021-2022 academic school year. Congratulations, graduates. Many of you are filled with relief, anticipation, fear, and excitement as you think about what tomorrow may bring. Looking back on the time that you spent here at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, I want you to remember why you came here. You did not come here to fear the future, but you came here to shape the future. Your college years shaped you and allowed you to form unbreakable bonds that will last beyond college. Years of sharing an overwhelming amount of laughter and tears, years of disappointments that built character, years of growing into the amazing people that you see when you look to your left and you look to your right. You all came to Aggieland, young and hopeful, not quite sure who or what you wanted to be. You pushed past adversities and obstacles, procrastinations and deadlines, and a global pandemic. Instead of giving up when times got tough, you allowed adversity to become your stepping stone to greatness. Although your college journey is now coming to an end, you must realize that your life is about to begin. Denzel Washington once said, "Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big, but remember, dreams without goals are just dreams." Class of 2021, you have dreamed far too long. It is now time to put in the work and be about it. Chase those opportunities that will allow you to grow, dream, and achieve. Keep your minds and hearts open to limitless possibilities and break every chain that attempts to hold you back. I leave you with this thought as I come to the end of my speech. Life is all but a journey, and you are the driver. With the best days of your life ahead of you, you are equipped with everything you need to reach your final destination. Once again, congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you very much for those warm greetings. At this time, I would like to recognize Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Bill McEwen, for a 31-year tenure with North Carolina A&T. In January 2022, Provost McEwen retired from the university. Today is bittersweet as it marks her last commencement as our provost. Dr. McEwen has served our university in significant ways, providing leadership in several areas, including chair of the Department of Business Education, vice provost for strategic planning and institutional effectiveness, the dean of now Willie A. Deese College of Business and Economics, and finally, as our provost. Provost McEwen led A&T's reaffirmation of accreditation by SAC's Commission on Colleges, culminating in a stellar review by SAC's visitation team that included no findings and no recommendations. During her tenure with the Deese College of Business and Economics, She launched the MBA and the MBA online programs. She has been recognized by numerous organizations, such as the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction, Business Education, Hall of Fame, and the Triad Business Journal, that awarded her the Outstanding Women in Business Award in 2017. Dr. McEwen's leadership, wisdom, commitment have served A&T exceedingly well, and I am grateful for the many years of extraordinary contributions that she has made to our university throughout the years. In recognition of her outstanding leadership, dedication, and commitment to the university, the Board of Trustees approved her distinction as Provost Emeritus at its November meeting. Please join me in congratulating Provost McEwen on an outstanding career at North Carolina A&T and wishing her well with her husband, Dr. Thaddeus McEwen, as they both retire this year, as they embark on significant opportunities beyond their careers at North Carolina A&T, deservingly on the next chapter of their lives. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our platform guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Our Board of Trustees for North Carolina A&T State University, would you please stand? Thank you. All senior cabinet members, please stand. Thank you. All deans of our colleges and schools for the university. Thank you. Other platform guests include Lieutenant Colonel Mark Whistler, Lieutenant Colonel Linda Wynn, Dr. Galen Forsman, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Thank you. Special dignitaries, Congresswoman Dr. Alma Adams, an alumna of North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Representative Amos Quick, also an alum of North Carolina A&T, Dr. Edward B. Fort, Chancellor Emeritus. Let's give all of our special guests a warm welcome. I'm also honored to recognize the classes of 1970 and 1971, whose members celebrated their 50th class reunion during the spring 2020 and spring 2021, respectively, but were unable to be recognized during those spring ceremonies due to the pandemic. They are seated in the reserved section 126 to my left in gold robes. Class of 1970 and 1971, please stand to be recognized. Thank you and congratulations. Also joining us today are the classes of 1995 and 1996, whose members celebrated their 25th class reunion as well during spring 2020 and spring 2021, respectively. They too are seated in the reserved section 126 in silver robes. Classes of 1995 and 1996, please stand to be recognized at this time. Thank you very much. I'd also like to recognize other special guests who are seated with us in the audience. Elected officials, please stand. Zaria Woodford, Miss A&T 2021-2022. Joshua Suter, Mr. A&T 2021-2022. Current and former members of the Board of Governors, Board of Trustees, and the University's Board of Visitors, please stand. Current and retired university employees, please stand. All university alumni, please stand. Ms. Melvina Regan, wife of our speaker and an A&T alumna, and Matthew Regan, their son. Crystal Regan, sister of our speaker and an A&T alumna. And my wife, Davita Martin, also an A&T alumna. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our speaker, the Administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency and alumnus, Mr. Michael Regan. Mr. Regan was sworn in as the 16th Administrator of the United States EPA on March 11, 2021, becoming the first black man and second person of color to lead the U.S. EPA. Throughout his career, he has been guided by a belief in forming consensus, fostering an open dialogue rooted in respect for science and the law, and an understanding that environmental protection and economic prosperity go hand in hand. Administrator Regan is a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University, where he received a Bachelor of Science degree in Earth and Environmental Science, making him the first EPA administrator to have graduated from an historically black college and university. He earned a master's degree in public administration from the George Washington University. He and his wife, Melvina, are proud parents of their son, Matthew. Please join me in welcoming Administrator Regan to the podium.
Good morning, A&T. It's an honor to be here this morning with the finest graduates in the United States of America. Now, before we get started, we can't be so dignified that we don't get in one Aggie pride. Aggie pride. All right, it's good to be home. Thank you, Chancellor Martin, for giving me the privilege to join you today. Thank you to all of our distinguished guests, faculty, staff, alumni, and the entire A&T community. To the family and friends that are here with us today, and to those who are with us in spirit, it is you that made all of this possible. Your children's successes are your successes. So this day belongs to you just as much as it belongs to them. Please join me in giving them a big round of applause. And I'd also like to acknowledge my incredible wife and partner and fellow Aggie, Melvina, our wonderful son and hopefully future Aggie, Matthew, my younger sister, Crystal, a proud Aggie alumni, and my brother-in-law, Oliver, another loyal Aggie who's here with us today. My brother, my mother, my father, and our in-laws would never miss an A&T graduation, so they're watching the live stream. And as all of you can see with my family, and as all of you know, we Aggies roll deep. You know, I'm so grateful my parents are watching today's ceremony live stream, because they are the reason that I walked across this stage over 20 years ago. And along with my wife, I stand before you today, and they are the reason that I stand before you today as the first black man to serve as the administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. So remember, and no matter how important you think you are, don't forget those who sacrificed for you. And if you do forget, Don't worry, they'll remind you. My mother, Mavis Regan, was a nurse for 40 years, the best nurse in all of Wayne County, North Carolina. She'd work multiple shifts, often back to back, so she could keep a close eye on the patients under her care. Her work ethic was undeniable, as was her commitment to caring for her patients and her community. Those two things made a lasting impression on me. And while I didn't join the healthcare profession, the work that we do at the EPA is all about protecting people's health. My father, like many of your own relatives, grew up in the segregated South. He was born at a time when the doors of opportunity were supposed to be closed to Black students. And yet, it was this very institution, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, that prevented those doors from shutting on his aspirations and the aspirations of so many like him. My father went on to serve his country in Vietnam. He went on to serve his fellow North Carolinians as a proud officer in the North Carolina Army National Guard. And although he had to walk through the limits that society attempted to place on him, he was not bound by those limits. He knew, because of what he was taught at A&T, that in order to succeed in this world, you must stand up and be counted. James Baldwin said, "You have to decide who you are and force the world to deal with you, not with this idea of who you are." In other words, you have to stand up and be counted. And so by the time I arrived at A&T, those words were practically ringing in my ears from all the times I heard my father say, "Michael, you have to stand up and be counted, son." And those words took on new meaning for me when I got here at A&T, because in so many ways, that is the essence of our beloved university. It's in our DNA. As you know, more than 60 years ago, on February 1st, 1960, 4 A&T freshmen refused to be bound by the racist injustice of segregation. Jabril Kazan, Joseph McNeil, Franklin McCain, and David Richmond headed downtown on that first day of the month to the F.W. Woolworth store. They sat down at a whites-only lunch counter, risking their freedom and potentially risking their lives. And when they were denied service, they stayed there planted like mighty oak trees until the store closed. But they didn't stop there, as you know. They came back the next day, only this time bringing more than 24 students along with them. Their bravery not only led to the desegregation of the Woolworth's lunch counter, but it also helped inspire protest all over Greensboro and all over the country. Their actions helped fuel the civil rights movement. They had the courage, the conviction, and the understanding that their value was God-given and that no one could take that away. That is what it means to stand up and be counted. And that is my challenge to all of you. Now, despite the obstacles and challenges of life, and trust me, there will be many, and despite those people who will want you to sit back down, you must stand up and be counted. The A&T 4 changed our society forever, and their impact transcended race because they made this country better for everyone. Their legacy lives on in every single one of you. That is the A&T way, and that is the foundation that you've been given over these years at this university. So as my good friend, Reverend Yearwood, the president of the Hip Hop Caucus, often says, what is your lunch counter moment going to be? To stand up and be counted means you have something that you believe in. Yourself, number one, but also something that is bigger than you. Something that's worth fighting for. The A&T4 believed fiercely in the fight for equality. They believed in the right for Black people in this country to be treated with dignity, fairness, and respect. But they also believed that this country had the power to change and that this nation could one day reach her highest ideals. Now, of course, we still have a long way to go. We have a lot more work to do. But the vision of a more equitable America was worth fighting for then and is still worth fighting for today. You know, the point is, you've got to fight for something in this life. And only you can decide what that is. Maybe it's voting rights. Maybe it's women's rights. Or maybe it's the lifelong dream to push the boundaries of science or the arts. Whatever it is, when you find it, and it's okay if you haven't found it yet, but when you do, grab it and don't let go. Now, I found that something a long time ago, protecting the environment and people's health and advancing environmental justice for Black and brown communities. But as Dr. Uzo Chukwu will tell you, better known as Dr. Uzo, I went down a few meandering paths before I found out where I needed to be academically. I kept ignoring that thing that stirred inside of me, that thing that would ultimately give my life meaning and purpose and depth. When I started at A&T, I instinctively knew that I gravitated towards science. I knew it. But I was also curious about how people and organizations work. So I thought, of course, I'm meant to be a psychologist. But I quickly realized there is no way, absolutely no way I'm meant to be a psychologist. So then I thought, well, engineering is prestigious. I'll be an engineer. It turns out I wasn't meant to be an engineer either. I kept resisting what was in my heart all along because majoring in environmental science wasn't popular at the time. And it wasn't clear that it could lead to a well-paying job. I kept resisting God's plan and his purpose for putting me on this earth. The book of Proverbs tells us, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. The truth is, when you don't listen to your passion, you just make the journey so much longer. So two big things happened for me when I finally stopped ignoring my passion for environmental science. One, a part of me was awakened that I never knew existed. And two, for better or for worse, I met Dr. Uzo because I had to interview with him to change my major. Now, at this point, all of my soul searching, it turned out I wasn't on pace to graduate on time. But let me tell you, I found all the motivation I need to graduate on time after spending just one semester with Dr. Uzo. I had to graduate on time, if for nothing else, to escape his grip. You know, he was a thorn in my side, constantly asking me for things that in all of my wisdom of 20 years old, I thought were unnecessary. He would tell me to memorize things that I naturally thought were completely irrelevant, like 30 different types of rocks. Now, Dr. Uzo, who's sitting here on the front row, I'll admit, I was wrong about a lot of things back then. But memorizing 30 different types of rocks, it still feels a bit irrelevant. But if I had $1 for every time Dr. Uzo said, Michael, you were on a path for a -F, I'd be a rich man. I really would. I didn't realize at the time, but Dr. Uzo wasn't hazing me with constant brain exercises. His intellectual probing was about making me better, putting me on a path to self-discovery, teaching me the importance of academic discipline. His pushing and his prodding were about excellence and making me more powerful, which is exactly what A&T, one of the premier universities in this country, is all about. It is indeed about excellence. So this thorn in my side, Dr. Uzo, became my mentor. He helped me change the course of my life. He increased my belief in myself, and he helped me to understand that my potential was not in anyone else's hands but my own. He helped me see that all of the answers that I was seeking were within. So if it were not for Dr. Uzo, I don't know if I'd be standing here as the first HBCU graduate to serve as the administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. So this brings me to my last point, and it's about the true meaning of relevance. Today, too many people are caught up in this idea that if you are seen, somehow you're relevant. I think we need to be more honest about what it means to be relevant. Now, I know it may come as a shock to some of you, and I'm not just saying this because I'm old, but being relevant is not about the number of TikTok views that you have. And it's not about the number of Instagram followers or Twitter followers we have, although I'm trying to get my numbers up. Being relevant is part of being in the larger conversation, having something to contribute, advancing an agenda. So, how does one become relevant? Well, first, you all must be willing to stand up and be counted. You also must fight, and fight hard for what you believe in, because the power of conviction will push you harder to work than you ever thought possible. And I know you all know, because you're sitting here today, you have to put in the work. There is no way around it. Standing up and being counted, fighting for what you believe in, that is what makes you relevant. That is what makes you powerful beyond measure. Relevance is also about a permanence in terms of the legacy that you will leave behind. And if you want to know if you're relevant in the broader sense, ask yourself two questions. What am I contributing to society? And what will my contribution be to society? One of Chancellor Martin's contributions to society, his legacy will be cementing A&T unquestionably as a premier university. Not just the largest HBCU in America, but one of the greatest research universities in this world. Dr. Uzo's legacy will be challenging tens of thousands of students to harness self-discovery and academic excellence to change the world. And for me, I'm just beginning to write my legacy. But I hope that one day, my legacy will be that I use my time while on this earth to do everything possible to turn the tide on climate change, to provide clean air and clean water to every single person in this country, no matter the color of their skin, their zip code, or how much money they have in their pockets. So what will your legacy be? It's never too early to ask yourself that question. I hope that some of you will use your time and talents to help advance environmental justice, tackle climate change, or make a difference in your community however you can. Some of you sitting here are already finding ways to get involved, like Nate Mosley, who spent the semester interning for his congressman in Washington, D.C., and whom I had the opportunity to meet earlier this week. Now, I promised Nate, wherever he is, that I wouldn't embarrass him. But I tell you this story because it just goes to show we Aggies are everywhere. And after completing your A&T experience, you now have the education, you have the tools, you have the ability to become extraordinary. You have every single thing you need. So my hope is that you will remember your power. And much like the A&T 4, much like my mother, my father, much like Chancellor Martin, Dr. Uzo, I hope that you will stand up and be counted. And please, please never forget that yes, indeed, your degree from a historically Black university can take you anywhere, including the White House. It has been an honor to celebrate with you all here. I wish you all the luck in the world. And I hope you know that I will be rooting for you every single step of the way. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Outstanding. So I will not repeat his entire speech by any measure, although I took a lot of notes. A couple of quick points. Stand up and be counted. And what will your lunch counter moment be? What will your legacy be? Being relevant means being a part of the conversation. And as many of you as I know, you have the wherewithal and the wisdom and the preparation to be relevant. Let's give him another round of applause. Administrator Michael Regan, thank you for such a powerful message for all of us today. And I'd certainly like to recognize Dr. Uzo. Dr. Uzo, if you would please stand and be recognized. This is the mentor for so many of our students, including Administrator Regan. And I'd also like to thank all of our faculty as a collective body. You oftentimes don't say thanks, but I'd love for you to be, at this moment, take a moment to stand and also be recognized by our graduates and by all of us assembled here today. Thank you for your contributions to our university in so many significant ways. Thank you. At this moment, Ms. Hilda Penix Ragland, Chairwoman of the Board of Trustees, will now present the candidate for the honorary degree.
It is indeed an honor to present Administrator Michael S. Regan before the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University class of 2021. Administrator Regan, please join me at the podium. You started your professional career as an environmental regulator to the Environmental Protection Agency. And then you joined the Environmental Defense Fund, where you ultimately became the Associate Vice President for Clean Energy and a Southeast Regional Director. You were selected by our Governor Roy Cooper to serve as Secretary of the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality. As Secretary, you spearheaded the development and implementation of North Carolina's significantly difficult plan to address climate change and transition this state to a clean energy economy. Under your leadership, the largest coal ash cleanup in the United States history was realized. In addition, you established North Carolina's first of its kind environmental justice and equity advisory board to better align social inequities, environmental protection, and community empowerment. Administrator Regan, you were sworn in as the 16th Administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency on March 11th, 2021, becoming the first Black man and the second person of color to oversee the Environmental Protection Agency. You received a Bachelor's of Science degree in Earth and Environmental Science from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University in 1998. Following that, you earned a master's degree in public administration from the George Washington University in 2004. We are extremely proud of you. For your public and private sector work, you've done well. You are our country's top environmental officer at this time when climate change is having a significant impact on our weather, agriculture, land usage, and development. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina pursuant to approval by the Board of Trustees for the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, it is with my greatest Aggie pride that I hereby confer upon you, Michael S. Regan, the honorary Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities which here and everywhere pertain this 11th day.
Let's give Dr. Regan another round of applause, please. At this time, we recognize our graduating veterans and veterans' dependents. The Office of Veteran and Military Affairs has served over 730 veterans and veteran dependents this semester. Today, 10 veterans and 31 veteran dependents will graduate. They're identified by wearing stoles with their respective branch. Graduating veterans and veteran dependents, please stand and be recognized at this time. Thank you. We'll now have a presentation of the commissionees by Lieutenant Colonels Linda Wynn and Mark Whistler, followed by the recognition of honor students by Provost McEwen and a presentation of candidates for degrees.
Good morning. On behalf of the United States Air Force and the United States Space Force, I want to wish a hearty congratulations to all of our graduates today. Chancellor Martin, Provost McEwen, thank you for this opportunity to recognize this future leader for the United States Air Force. The mission of the Air Force is to fly, fight, and win air power anytime, anywhere. The sole reason that we are put on this campus is to commission exceptional officers for the United States Air Force and Space Force, and this week we did just that. Second Lieutenant McGill Martinez, please stand at this time. Lieutenant Martinez spent the last 4 years not only completing his undergraduate degree, but also successfully training and developing into a leader of character for tomorrow's air and space forces. Lieutenant Martinez will serve as a force support officer, taking care of our members from cradle to grave. He has yet to receive his duty location, but I know he is prepared to go wherever the Air Force is going to send him. He culminated this journey in a program by raising his right hand and taking the oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. Lieutenant Martinez is ready for the challenges that await, and I speak for all members of the Air Force when I say that we are excited to serve alongside you. Congratulations on all you have and all that you will achieve.
Good morning. Congratulations, graduates. The Aggie Battalion Army Senior ROTC vision is always ready, recruiting and retaining, educating, developing, and inspiring cadets to lifetime service to our nation. On behalf of Chancellor Martin, Provost Dr. McEwen, Board of Trustees, Administrator Regan, distinguished guests, family, friends, Aggies, welcome. I would like to introduce to you the North Carolina A&T State University's Aggie Battalion Army ROTC's newest 2 second lieutenants in the United States Army. They both received the military's educational highest honor, Distinguished Military Graduate, ranked in the top 20% of the Army ROTC graduates nationwide. Can I get an Aggie pride? Second Lieutenant Tyon Byers, please stand. Second Lieutenant Byers is a criminal justice major, Branch Transportation Corps, as an active duty soldier. Second Lieutenant Marcellus Forbes, please stand. Second Lieutenant Forbes is an applied engineering technology major, branch ordnance, and he also is an active duty soldier. As proven through their completion of both university and ROTC studies simultaneously, they can do anything to which you set your mind. You can overcome any obstacle when you view it as an opportunity. Today starts a new chapter. So if you don't mind, it doesn't matter where we send you or the magnitude of your responsibilities. They are all opportunities to lead by example, educate by experience, or follow with integrity. You are ready, you are capable, you are a leader, because that's what Aggies do. Army strong, strength, honor, discipline. Congratulations.
Good morning, Aggies, and thank you for the opportunity to serve this great university for nearly 30 years. Thank you so much. Graduation honors are awarded to candidates who complete all requirements for graduation with a 3.25 grade point average and above on a 4.00 scale. They are identified either by a gold honor cord, blue honor cord, or gold honor stole. You will recognize them as they cross the stage. Congratulations to these students. Recognition will now be given to the students with a perfect grade point average of 4.00. Please stand as I call your name. Richard C. Groves, College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Agriculture Education major. Calvin Houston Chavis, College of Business and Economics major. Princess Couch, College of Health and Human Sciences, nursing major. Jessica Fulcher, College of Health and Human Sciences, nursing major. Jessica Garcia Torres, College of Health and Human Sciences, nursing major. Jeffrey Godwin, College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, agricultural education major. Naki Franklin, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, English major. Gabriel Rodriguez, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, criminal justice major. Congratulations to all of these exceptional students. You may be seated. Mr. Chancellor, at this time, I present the Dean of the Graduate College, who will in turn present the candidates for the doctoral and master's degrees in their respective disciplines. Dr. Clay Gloucester, Jr., please present the candidates for the doctoral degrees and the master's degrees.
Will the Doctor of Philosophy degree and the Master's degree candidates please come forward for public recognition? Chancellor Martin, I have the honor to present and recommend for the appropriate degree these candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy and Master's degree in their respective disciplines, and hereby recommend them for the Doctor of Philosophy degree and Master's degree as recognized by the Graduate College faculty.
Ahmed Yassin A. Al-Hamoud. Mohammed Karam Monir Rabi. Kamal Kadura. Faisal Khaled Alderwood. Monica Vanamala. Feha A. Ahmed. Rifat Kabir. Deborah Jane Terrain. G. Marco Jim Peterson. Kelsey Ray Webb. Farron Stackhouse. Saluchna Madhukar Guri. Tamika Vaught Williams. Charles F. Wallington. Sean Marcus Johnson. Gwendolyn Annette Goddard. Shubra Paul. Shaq Mohammed Shajedul Kareem. Shayna Erliza Princess Duncan. Carlisha Andrea Smith. Sarah Dolly Tatum. Frimpong Opoku. Tanaya Lene James. Jamaica Denise Cotton. Janae Laverne Massey. Marva Renee Lewis. Michelle Bonet Wright. Dion D. Phillips. Chelsea Nicole Gwynn. Natasha A. Meredith. Caleb Lee Cuthbertson. Noelle Marie Martin. Amani L. Carter. Deja Carissa Moses. Sierra Morrison Stewart. Laquan Monique Harris. Tyler Matthew Breeze. Felicia Renee Bowles. Zipporah Shaquana Lassane. Akovia D. Jones. Chandni Nanad Tawasiria. Brianna Melinda Howard. Vanessa Sykes Mills. Katie Jade Allman. Rosaline Harriet Coker. Wisdom Way Wright. Sarah Ellen Harkey. Egypt Atala Finger. Nigel Ray Pugh. Fanu Colette Nanga Tadzong. Carlin Marie Truell Hampton. Abby Lamb Craven. Alexis Janae Coleman. Brittany L. Fox. Alitza Marie Portahondo. Cicely A. Crooks. Christopher M. Dean. Jeffrey Allen Arani. Jason Corey Poole. Angelique Lee Andrews. Jalen Jaquel Jeremiah Byers. Gursewak Singh Guman. Shavonda Davis. Sydney Amani Moore. Tasman Nashay Mack. Dominic Anthony Frescura. John Elbert Davis Jr.
Bilal Rahman Ali.
Samuel Keyshawn Blue. Cheryl Wajiha Sadiq. Darian Lamar Fogg. Candice Deborah Fogg. Lawrence Owusu. Rafael Della Aivi. Diana M. Parker. Amory Elizabeth Sparger. LaDeja Brianna Meeks. Tisa L. Harris. Brittany Michelle Atwater. Savannah Trinity Letcher. Crystal Latrice Lee. Caitlin Revis Herbin. Bria Shanice Fennell. Latoya M. Flood. Kendall Dean Matt. Duran R. Harris. Sydney Gabrielle Carroll. Ashley M. Harrell. Shalini Priya Pandala. Abbas Dagdug Abkar. Sarah Hyder Pascal. Jasmine Nichelle Howell. Janai R. Ware. Jamisha John A. Lawrence. Rupesh Kulampurathu Ravani. Fuad Amro Elsenberry. Emmanuel Alberto Torreda. Aaron Ibukun Amusan. Nia Renona James. William Edward Lashley IV. Tierra Brooklyn Campbell. Kiera Joy Cherry. Georgia Rose. Mark Uriel Jihahada Duchatelier. Charles Edison Smith. Michael Waku. Felix Agbesi Tete. Gloria Elaine Evans. Sao Izia. General Sutton III. Shane Tier Dabney. Carol M. Perry. Jeremiah Ufot.
Devin Garrison. Jordan Leah Garrison.
Michael Terrell Evans. Mariah N. Bush. Shaquille King. Tatiana Brene Wynn. Devin T. Henry. Precious Fathia Harrison. Lakeisha Antoinette Massey. William W. Torrey Sr.
Sheely Ruby Kumar.
Juvie Grijaldo Urena. Kelsey Raphael Almanzar. Mercy Mbeka Mutuku. David Allen Reed Jr. Tiana Aisha Hall. Efelalua Stella Additional. Il Samawal Muhammad Il Kahadir. Fawzi Hamad El Neil Sadiq. Latoya N. Hall. Brandon Mitchell Sullivan. Emilio Ruiz Linares. Neelu Sharma. Taisha Denise Ruffin. Michael Reginald Williams Jr. Latricia Janae Parks. Abigail Kasha Weingarten. Michael Kenneth Johnson. Jocelyn Denise Kearney. Savion Edward Tompkins. Kelsey Alicia Dixon. Joelle Leanna Banks. Ivy Romania Satterwhite. Christina Marie Court. James Martin Zitch. Antonio Teodoro Rodriguez. Amanda Sherry Parks. Aaliyah Nicole Wright. Angela Victoria Watts. Trishelle Moore. Anaya Anisha Ashley Jerkins. Bianca LaBelle Best. Mariah M. Rhodes. Felicia Williams Russell. Rochelle Dion High. Shankel D. Spellman. Ivana Ramos Pedroso. Devin M. Mervin. Naima Dobson. Badr Gorman Al-Amri. Samantha Atissa Andrews. Edward Kofi Mahama. Richmond Asiadu Ajapong. Samuel Chetachuku Adegoke. Anuk Anabere Ayamga. Anita L. Wright.
Tyree R. Bain.
Nabil Hamoudi. Kimberly Nicole Turner. Alexis Chanel Jones. Gabrielle Elizabeth Davis. Logan Noel Porter. Jessica Lenice Norcott. Saralyn Johnson Green. Tanya D. Dixon. Kenise Doyne Green. Jakina Caldwell. Charlie Jean Jaw. Sweta Chitam.
Will the doctoral and master's degree recipients please be seated?
Chancellor Martin, I would now like to introduce the deans of the undergraduate colleges who will present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Social Work degrees in their respective areas. Dr. Mohammed Ahmedna, Dean, College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, please come forward for public recognition. Mr. Chancellor, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree as prescribed by the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences and are hereby recommended for the Bachelor of Science degree in their respective fields.
Sade Sierra Ford, Erica Staten, Brandon D. Day, Deja Louise Smith, Case Allen Coy, Matthew J. Mays, Derek Justin David, Brianna Kintara Gibbs, Jaden Marie Ramsey, Kana Serene Burton, Joshua B. Lane, Machias Stephen Bryant Elder, Asiana Montes Bonds, Brianna Dana Marie Howard, Christina Marie Martinez, Shanazia Alexis Bright, Zyla Ashanti Turnage, Jordan Ivy White, Basha Audrey Petaway, Jasmine Ajane Pinkney, Isis McKiley Hutchins, Destiny Jade Chavis, Kendall Lee Hyatt, Brooklyn Regine Penn, Samantha Lynn Hoffman, Mariah Marshall Sands, Lakaya Elizabeth Inez Smith, Tiffany Chandre Crenshaw, Brianna Lanai Gaines, Amira Joycelyn Slocum, Galen Alana Allen, Cameron Michelle Williams, Elizabeth Tony Manning, Kimari Leah McIntyre, Kyla Janae Wormley, Kylie M. Simpson, Morgan Kenyatta Doty, Susanna Gonzalez, Krista A. Donald, Tiana Janae Thomas, Brittany Brianna Moffett, Nubia Campbell, Anaya Notori Laney. Lomari J. McPherson. Carson Elizabeth McLean. Sheree Malika Paul. Tawana Leandra Hunter. Triumph Michael Peterkin. Tasia Monique Nettles. Jermaine Deshad McDaniel. Michael Wayne Sledge Jr. Nia Barbara Nickerson.
Please be seated. Congratulations.
Dr. Kevin James, Dean of the Willie A. Dees College of Business and Economics.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in the Willie A. Dees College of Business and Economics please come forward for public recognition? Mr. Chancellor, these candidates have completed all the requirements of the Bachelor of Science degrees as prescribed by the faculties of the College of Business and Economics and are hereby recommended for the degrees in their respective disciplines.
Amele Biova Ade. Ahmad M. Jahar. Armani Malaika Whitaker. Zakira Nicolette Privet. Vicky L. Iverson. Madison Lloyd King. Zakira Eliza Rogers. Kiana Janice Everett. Simone Reeder. Quadira E. Crease. Tamaj Jyrick Bullock. Enchantment Cheyenne McDowell. Winston Jarrell Griffin. Antonio Cordell Douglas. Ethan Jernell Evans. Thomas A. Gordon Jr. Dominique Capri Horton. Anthony Darren Robinson Jr. Naya Helene Agnes Hansberry. Troy Bernard Johnson Jr. Brianna Monique Artis. Destiny Janae Walker. Tyra Brianne Moore Robertson. Jernell Denise Rogers. Kaylin Nicole Robertson. Joelle Helena Silver. Alyssa Cameron Boyce. Jasmine Denise Boyd. Jordan Markel Smalls Chadwick. Jacob Ray Adasi. Byron Morel Gaiman II. Jalen Aaron Mathis. Amaya Lachelle Lane. Tabitha M. Tate. Leticia Irwin Whitaker. Tyasia Lene Robertson. Tavana Danielle Penn. Kaylee Danae Brown. Quentin Alexander Bowie. Dennis Jr. Reed. Aaliyah Nichelle Jones. Jonathan Nyameni Kanto. Justin David Rodriguez. Dontavius M. McNeil. Rashid Henry Hurst. Joan Akwusawienshi. Rodney Lamar Grant. Amber Nicole Artis. Jotham Josiah White. Miles C. Staten. Jordan Lewis Maxwell. Anna Barbara Garcia. Anthony Quinton Williams. Matthew Bradley Rogers. Diamond Alexia Tatiana Bethay. Ariane Teshusman Yazane McBride. Miguel Angel Martinez Jimenez. Jeremiah Moraquinho Adatona. Christian Wilkes. Cameron Thomas Tootle. Jason Hillman Thornton. Desiree Michelle Sanders. Jacqueline L. Coleman. Brent Thomas Constantinidis. Akan Bassi Davis Jr. William Lafayette Sturdivant. India L. Pippin. Timothy L. Bryant. Jasmine Monique Moore. Blair Nicole Slater. Tavian Alston. Tiana Tone Hager. Brandon Dantrell Connor. Esther V. Mayo. Mia Yvette Watson. Cornelius Raquan McCall Jr. Sadiq Amir Coleman. Maurice Alistair Thomas Jr. Amber N. Smith. Tamaya Naquel Armis Foreman. Tanisha A. Altman. Talia Thomas. James Linnell Tatum Jr. Demesha Antoinette Gale. Lavetta Agnes Reed. Folawio Atanda Akerele. Alex Fumball. Zaria Amani Blackwell. Leela Elaine Rice Cuthro.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Dr. Elmelda Ungary, Interim Dean of the John and Kathy Hairston College of Health and Human Sciences.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Social Work in the John and Kathy Hairston College of Health and Human Sciences, please come forward for public recognition. Mr. Chancellor, these candidates have completed all requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Health and Human Sciences as prescribed by the faculties of the College of Health and Human Sciences and are hereby recommended for the Bachelor of Science degree in their respective field.
Ashley Marie Wiley. Secura Janae Howard. Lauren Mackenzie Scott. Nicholas DeMonte Godfrey. Ayana Monet Harris. Ivory Chantel Mitchell. Yasmin Jalan Williams. Abdul M.S. Touré. Harmony Lynn Donald. Janaya Denise Hall. Chancellor Edward Cruz. Pamela Giselle Reed. Wakayla Hadia Cheeks. Jordan Elise Cosby. Ashley Renee Weaver. Brianna Monette Crossan. Tamia Janae Parker. Rayshawn Victor Stanley. Jocelyn Peters. Chantel Kayla McCoy. Destiny M. Lassane. Deja Chanel Mack. Tierra Brandy Renee Moore. Diamari Chantel Gardner. Anik Kiera Austin. Lexi Helena Lewis. Sydney Kiara Williams. Shaquandra Maya Richardson. Dominique Deja White. Destiny Dolores Monroe. Elise Nicole Mitchell. Ryan Page Nunn. Elisa Brianne Maldonado. Elon Sami Johnson. Latasia Gilmore. Asaya Raekwon Person. Isaiah Michael Hayes. Brianna Nichelle Blakely. Shannon L. Rowland. Ebony Marie Fuller. Viola Augusta Bias. Jennifer Siu. Summer Grace Simuel. Shania Taylor Boyce. Harmony Alexis Gilmore. Nikita Cassandra White. Corinne Renee Mobley. Nemat K. Kituku. David Allen Black Jr. James Hill Martin McKnight. Emmanuel O'Shea Bowie. Jamani Jadea Sanders. Deirdre Jones. Camry Nicole Hope. William Austin White. Aaron LeVar Johnson. Kaylin A. Francis. Crystal Lynette Godet. Lauren Elizabeth Long. Gwendolyn Ray Jeffrey. Natalie Conrad Warden. Prentice Leon Woodfork Jr. Hannah Maria Good Hudson. Zanaya Letitia Garner. Angelique Haven Thwaites. Rebecca Peabody. Tajia J. Jeffers. Zaire Charlton Ashley. Shannon Nicole Foy. Justin Allen Ratchford. Arthur S. Hayes Jr. Nicholas Cameron Armwood. Jamar Evans. Terrell Jones. Cameron Anthony Alston. Arturo Reynaldo Watson. Jarday Alexis Swinney. Shanadra A. Outlaw. Brianna Charday Anthony. Keenan Isaiah Perkins. Romello Devon Denton Pippin. Alexius Samaria Howard. Miriam Guana. Senechum Sayu Asha Niara Thomas. Priscilla Blackman. Michaela Alicia Green. Sada Hunter Reed. Princess Tawana Couch. Christina Renee Harold. Keani Marissa McLawn. Chase Markel Bonham. Cheyenne Gail Anderson. Nye Jordan Ferguson. Binta Mbega. Elijah Minion Bell. Adrian D. Pritchard. Crystal Shauna LaRue Jones. Brianna M. Hayes. Musanjalei Priscilla Mwalaba. Anijah LaKay Jordan. Nikeen Myers. Noah Kamal Salmon. Alicia Nicole Wade. Takaisha Broadhurst Prelo. Aspen Ayana Pullum. Tyasia Lakita Johnson. Cheyenne Dejana Parker. Tajea Monet White. Brianna Nicole Simmons. Jalen B. Gamble. Madison Deanna Caesar. Naisha Mona Mitchell. Robert Andrew Booker. Ivani Quine Tatum. Kasia S. Pass. Amaria Sherris Jones. Jada Nashe Goodman. Desire Tanae Robertson. Jayla Deanne Cross. Nadia Celeste Castro. Ryan Anthony Holmes. Regan Michael Parker. Carmen Danielle Cantaloupe. Jeremiah Gilbert Foster. Cassandra Renee Teasley Hill. Deja Janae Hall. Jasmine Francis Walton. Asia Tamaya Moore. Jessica Patrice Ware. Naomi Ruth Dolby. Travarius Macwell Fowler. Tajay Yvette Small. Tia Renee Brown. Cedric C. Maddox. Jalen Danielle Rollins. Nadia LaAsia Bridges. Renee LaShawn Scarborough. Brittany Xavier Kilgore. Jada Simone Bradford. Tamara Green Boxley. Elise DeShannon LeRae Harris. Jalen Tyrek Blair. JL Dominique Casina Henry Walker. Jessica Danielle Vincent. Aubrey Marcille Braley. Raina Gray. Alana Monet Pringle. Andrea Stefania Laboy Rivera. Charmaine Lauren Sharp. Sean Keith Doughton Jr. Kalia Shanice Hamilton. Gabrielle Elizabeth Billy. Dakari Wilson. Devetta McLean. Destiny Amir Hamilton. Donovan Malik Beatty. Cameron Maya Nail. Marquise Antoine Audrey. Cedric C. Joyner. Makia Tashana Harris. Sydney Diane Edmond. Terrell Jordan Porter. Addison Wynell Myler. Tasha Latisse Wilson. Alyssa Hanaya Harris Wilson. Jamesia Sade Jones.
Congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Dr. Paula Price, Dean, College of Education.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Education please come forward for public recognition? Chancellor, these candidates have completed all of the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree as prescribed by the College of Education faculty and are hereby recommended for the Bachelor of Science degree in their respective field.
Palmer Yandrea Womble. Sierra Tamarin Smith. Darian Nicole Michael. Dion I. Benson.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Dr. Abdella Amidouche, Dean, College of Science and Technology.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Science and Technology, please come forward for public recognition. Mr. Chancellor, these candidates have completed all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degrees as prescribed by the faculties of the College of Science and Technology and are hereby recommended for the Bachelor of Science degree in their respective fields.
Oluwakanyisola Oluwapulumi Dairo. Marcus Kelvin Stevens. Amar Yasser Mohammed. Kristen Nicole Wendt. Takaya Lene Douglas. Jasmine Monique Taylor. Brittany Latrice Barnes. James Ralston. Sidi Dion. Kyla A. Lofton. Samuel Pierre. Tara Lamont Davis Jr. Micaiah Alexis Denise James. Taquasia Mayana Green. Terrell Scott Pinkney. Yakia Nicole Baldwin. Ebony Angelica Bogui Akini. Isaiah Daquin Caraway. Ryan Devon Blunt. Christopher Tyler Farrell. Marcellus Lawrence Forbes. London Dinnerson. Nathan Michael Bennett. Cornelius Jones. Kyron Lindell Randolph. Adam James Bennett. Darren Paul Tyndall II. Del Hunter Gull. Lance O'Neill Thompson. Sean Marcy Adams. Ariane Tony Callender. Jada Sinai Henry. Taylijah Denike Jones. Thomasina Nicole Potts. Sage Michael Edward Brown. Cardarius Demetrius Hartsfield. Joel O. Oliule. Connor John Robert Stearns. Jordan Zachary McClendon. Kia Ashante Green. Elena Nicole Matthews. Jalen Diane Everett. Zaria Nicole Cameron. Evan Charles Kirby. Kamaya Nashel Evans. Sequoia Raven Nichols. Dana Marie Stephanie Cunningham. Tidira Huria Ingram. Jaquan Marquise Haynes. Hannah Renee Bolin. Erin Akreen Perry. Lunik Ade Ngwa. Cameron Blade Parker. Alexandria Marie Johnson. Elise Nicole Terry. Yadiel Isaac Orozco. Jackson Gerard Brown. Brianna Helen Caldwell Williams. Destiny Jakara Lee. Tiana Nakaria Campbell. James L. Thomas III. Michael Rasan Hall. Mary Belinda Taylor. Rakaya Elise Lachey Roberson. Sanford Lloyd Jennings. Deja Zakia Monet Altman. Elijah Isaiah Anthony Wright. Xavier Hosea Travion Allen Jr. Shelby Lynn Tinkle. Wesley Dominic Bingham. Rodney Kayshawn Boykin. Johnny William Foster. Michael William Gibbs. Stephen Carlos Ray. Quidarian Jordell Rogers. Oquasia Alexandra Smith. Caden Tamaya Joyner. Michael Cryas Rivers. Damaris Marquise Williams. Kenyatta Shanol Holmes. Dianye Shabraya Ford. Sama Mohammed Saleh. Zion Darnell Cunningham. Blaze Michael Barbera. Amjad Sumaila Mahamane. Brian Thomas Addison. Andre Lamont Purvis. Xavier Phipps. Mike E. Lassard Jr. Travis Deshaun Evans. Jordan Christopher Pickard. Dale LaRue McGowan. Cameron Edward Mack. Anayadon Stywall. Jasmine Tiana Johnson. Deshaun LaRue Blakeney. Byron Mitchell Haley. Ni Odai Bachwe. Nakeya Daje Lovett. Gabrielle Ely Smith. Jacob Randall Vanderpool. Sydney Elizabeth Ann Melvin. Corey Damonte Boyd. Desmond Terrell Thompson. Maya Blake Reed. Alexis Chenquetta McDuffie. Joshua D. Gatlin. Jalen Taylor Moore. Marshall Thomas Winston. Alexandria Chloe Griffin. Aaliyah Shanice Womack. London Elizabeth Hazel Johnson. Garrett Lewis Whitaker. Benny Monroe. Kennedy Gianni Bullard. Jamia Imani Marine. Cameron Jeremiah Fuller. Jalen Xavier Thomas. Jemiah Marlowe Antoinette Lindsay.
Congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Dr. Robin Koger, Dean, College of Engineering.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the College of Engineering, please come forward for public recognition. Chancellor, these candidates have completed all of the requirements as prescribed by the faculties of the College of Engineering and are hereby recommended for their degrees in Bachelor of Science in the college.
Terrence Rodney McKay. Asia Simone Covington. Corey Alcott Pender. Anton Hakeem Stokes. Jordan Armand Daniels. Malcolm Reginald Jones. Miles Tyrese Walker. Justin Michael Noland. Travis Christopher O.B. Roll. Ajay Agbaklotse Wilson Bahun. Mohammed Osman Abdallah. Christian Evan Morrison. Lloyd Alexander. Brett Parson Jr. Nazir Xavier Wright. Antonia M. Lloyd. Charmaine Ramona Powell. Dorrant O'Neill Smith. Brandon Luis McElroy. Tyler Terrell Houston. Jeffrey Wayne Cunningham. Philip Gibson Jr. Sebron Williams. Wesley Leroy London. Jeffrey Javier Hernandez Villarreal. Salma Il-Mahadi. Jalen Michael Carter. Monica Mary Jane Burba. Chelsea Aaliyah Wilson. Corey Rayshawn Marsh. Brosnan M. Moore. William Levon Pringle Jr. Donald Patrick Douglas. Marvin Gaybert Jr. George Jad Boulos. Josiah Samuel Caldwell. Jelani Alexander Headley. Justice Henry Jones. Derek Antoine Cameron Jr. Temilope Michael Anamashon. Tevin Ed Asamoah. Jewel Candice Manuel Nelson. Wendiam Annette Oedraogo. Marcus Alexander Scott Wilson. Felice Catherine Eunice Alexander. Brittany Ayana Williams. Carlos Lascelle Williams II. Amina Hassan Goulet, Isaiah Britton, Sophia Amelia Hazan, Earth Mech Pender, Caitlin Dock, Jarrett Dwight Boyd, William Edward Carlisle, Osama Muhammad, Mohammed Tohid Salim, Carl Jerome Scott Jr., Jordan Scott, Lanaya Sivian Little, Duran Ahmed Salat, Micaiah Ilea Hamilton, Nicholas Jarrett Marcel Lampkin, Emmanuel Marcus John Carmichael, Timothy J. Jones, Elijah Amir Grant, Jalen Tiara Phillips, Ashley Katerina Carol Pietrapois, Zamar Jadiel Garris, Paula Wamby, Lateef Emmanuel Mohammed, Regan Sienna Stewart, Elquan Sivante Atkinson, Edward Ernest Dickerson, Esmeralda Molina Flores, Ronith Arunachalam, Asia LaMonica Liggins, Charles Eugene Cheatwood Jr., Mika Salah Mack, Maya Lachelle Ashley Staple, Sierra Marie Hawkins, Tayshawn Jermaine Hill, Rodney C. Suggs II, Taylor Nicole Rolfe, Morgan Lipkins, Zanaya Kyle Donk, Quadre Laquel Carter, Quentin T. Askew, Tiana Destiny Brown, Brian Brajon Mackley L, Jada Kanaya Barnes, Kyra Janique Marlena Scott, Mikhail Adrian Gajemos, Omar Althalea, Dwayne M. Smith, Robel Rusum Gabramedi, Milena Zane Harley, Jamari Aline, Bryston Brooks, Bomaka Watara, Taylor Victoria Beard, Kayana N. Foster, Bobby Jeremiah Fuller, Aaron Francis, Alejandra Karina Mejia, Decarius Lee Sean Bryan, Sharonda Rose, Micaiah Dinese Neal, Ashley Elizabeth Murphy, Keyshawn Eric Skinner.
Congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Dr. Francis Ward Johnson, Dean, College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, and the Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences please come forward for public recognition? Mr. Chancellor, these candidates have met all of the requirements as prescribed by the faculty in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, and they are hereby recommended for the degrees in their respective fields.
Desmond Michael Trogdon, Morgan Danielle Williamson, Renashe Kiera Haynes, Ashanta Joysha Caldwell, Robert E. Faison III, Deja Elise Mayfield, Richard McDowell Newkirk, Xavier 9 Isaiah Bankhead, Stephanie Alexis Mitchell, Rashawn Williams, Shania Joanne Jolly, Steniza S. Neal, Carla Nicole Montero, Cody Jacob Bailey, Nia Nicole Tucker, Blakeland Alexander Wright, Jaron DeAndre Sturdivant Drakeford, Stephen Charles Owari Ozula, Brandy Felix, Bruce Naki Chambers, Abdul Lavelle Wesley, Joseph Bakar McDougall, Keelan Javarius Marable, Jerry Frank Pugh II, Heaven Charnice Guider Charles, Samantha Munoz Montes, Deshaun Jamal Elam, Jeremiah L. Bazemore, Kyra Matea Manuel, Tierra Elizabeth Turner, Kiana Blythe Hayes, Audrey Diamond Dawson, Alicia Cherie Watts, Tyreek Jawayne James, Savion Emmanuel McLean, Harvey D. Brown, Precious A. Salter Harris, Christina L. Langford, Sabrina Diane Gill, Colby Brianna Sturdivant, Derek Lawrence Manning, Alexis Patrice Williams, Angelia Rochelle Sims, Zaria Quinn Henry, Lanaya Renee Bates, Kirsten Amir Harrell, Courtney Vivian Shannon, Kimani Tashay White, Rajay Alexis Brown, Aisha Maxwell, Brianna Aisha Gilmore, Tierra Alexis Cromartie, Paris Ombre Dunaway, Tanaya Amani King, Shiree Lijor Conley, Paige Elizabeth Moore, Bridget L. Robertson, Lakaisha R. Black, Cedric Delvante McGriff, Daniel Isaiah Stokes, Tony Fitzgerald Mack, Rihanna Gabrielle Jackson, Zariah Ashani Lewis, Christian Thigpen, Trevor Malik Bates, President Ben Rimpsey, Kadaya Kiana Jones, Manquavius Boyd, Christopher Davon Whitaker, Sierra Alexis Jordan, Shania L. Perry, Shanique Simone Hines, Xavier Williams, Anaya M. Roberts, Elijah Crochet Roberts, Lauren Joy Jones, Abdul A. Baker, Aaliyah Winter Gibbs, Ryan Emmanuel Elliott, Rodriguez Renard Page, Brandon Brenton Brooks, Robert Xavier Allen Hudson, Jermaine Amar Martin, Michael Anthony Frazier, Robert Porcher, Alana Nalita Young Maddox, Dana L. Jones Newland, Raquel S. Bolling, Walisa Hedgepeth Bradley, Mahogany Monique Burris, Rogelio Pastelin Medina, Mia Simon Robinson, Taya Ali Glenn, Tanaya Lachey Murphy, Jacob Ezekiel Lester, Sherelle M. Turner, Justin Christopher Green, Walter Keith Brockington, Rodney LeVar Jackson, Maya Janice Harrison, Casual Foster Faison, Jamie T. Spruill, Rodney Dante Pulliam, Bilal Isifu, Kelsey Christine Watson, Rayana LaJanice Rice, Ayana Camila Collins Roberts, Naki Amina Cassandra Franklin, Adia Jade Bell, Courtney Ora Singleton, Yokisha Tanet Colvin, Uriah Armenia Campbell, Taya Marie Simone Cheek, Alexia R. Fowler, Tamaya Nicole B., Jayla Armour, Kyra Chris Shauna Champion, Deontay Malik Overby, Ariana Julies Perrin, Cambria Myasia Gurley Eagleton, Jayla Anna Alexis Davis, Jasmine Lykia Little, Tion Z. Byers, Chelsea Green, Brittany LaShawn Larry, Jalen Long, Zanae Princess Safara Joseph, Jeremy John Vick, Taylor Marie Ford, Thomas Nathaniel Mosley, Noah Jabron Ingram, Dantrail Jamel Rogers, Christopher LaShawn Petty, Reginald Wright, William Cameron Andrews, Michael Brandon Williams, Allison Lee Anthony, Babette D. Jones, Latasia N. Miller, Keandra Marie Dove, Michaela S. Timms, Keena Jasma Johnson, Tracy Eleonora Smith, Armani Nashayla Bryant, Natasha Colette Gerald, Christopher Isaiah Samuel, Shayna Frances Inez Covington, Kayla Marissa DeBerry, Saditria Tunisia Trenchon, Yodit Sadia Stevens Smith, James Christopher Morris, Clauderish J. Sean Wallace, Chester Delano Jones. Jada Sharday Davis. Kenteria Shanice McIntyre. Alasia Jemiah McRae. Adrian Jerome Atwater. Aaliyah R. Strickland. Ardell Dickerson. Kayla Gabrielle Hooks. Amira Hadia Wooten. Brianna Marjorie Perez. Isis Vivian Painter. Terry Lauren Miles. Denise Avellaneda. Caitlin Mary Anissa Johnson. Sierra Elise Lene Coates. Sasha A. Green. Elliot Moore. Taylor Addison. Elena Radelphia Smith. Kyla Tanae Hardy. Joshua Isaiah Ingram. Dakota D. Smith. Trenton Saquon Lyons. Sydney Hope Hatmaker. Kendall Rachel Spivey McLean. Mariah Cheyenne Lamont. Derek E. Parker. Marcel L. Kelly.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree and all degrees please stand at this moment? All candidates, please stand. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina and by the Board of Trustees of North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, I confer upon you the degree in your respective area with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereto. Bachelor's degree graduates, grasp your tassels and transfer them to their rightful place. Congratulations. Please be seated. Teresa Davis, Associate Vice Chancellor for Alumni Relations, will now come forth to administer the alumni oath to all new graduates.
Graduates, please stand. I will read the entire oath, and at the end, I will ask you to respond, "I do." I hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my alma mater in appreciation for the opportunities for development afforded me as a student of North Carolina A&T State University. I pledge active participation in the North Carolina A&T State University alumni community, which spans the nation and stretches around the globe, wherever I may be. Through association with fellow alumni, I shall forever do my best to uphold the ideals and traditions of my alma mater. I pledge to exemplify high ideals by rendering positive and dignified service to the community, state, nation, and yes, the world, thus living to bring honor and respect to my alma mater. This, the 11th day of December 2020. Graduates, please respond, I do. Aggie pride.
Please be seated. Thank you. Graduates, as we prepare to end this ceremony, I would like each of you to think of that special someone or those extraordinary someones who have made a difference for you. Think of their phone calls that kept your spirits high. Think of their smiling faces, their financial assistance to help you with your bills, their words of encouragement. I'm sure you will all agree you could not have done it without them. Honor them now, please, by giving all of those special people in your lives an enthusiastic round of Aggie applause. Never forget, Aggies do. And always remember that all Aggies are never done. At this time, I ask you to stand for the playing of the alma mater, followed by the recessional. Please continue to exercise proper wearing of your face mask. Graduates, please remain standing until the platform party has left the stage. And again, congratulations and a big Aggie pride. Congratulations.